File syncing services like Dropbox, Google Drive, and Microsoft SkyDrive are a great way to keep a copy of your files on all of your different devices. But listen, if you're not careful, you might be Dropboxing private information into criminal hands. Before I show you how to lock up your Dropbox, here's a little background. When you place a file in a Dropbox folder, the very first thing it does is encrypt the file and then synchronizes a copy over the internet to a massive server at Dropbox's hosting facility. This is called cloud computing, when you store and process files on someone else's server over the internet. Once it's in the cloud, the Dropbox app pushes the file to all of the computers and mobile devices that you have linked to your account. That's what makes it so powerful. You have real-time versions of all of your documents on all of your linked devices. So, for example, when you make a change to a Word file at home, it makes it to the one at work too. If you add a photo while on vacation, it automatically updates all 27 of your other devices. As a side note, you need to be aware that syncing services are not a substitute for backup services, because when you change one file, it changes all versions and it's difficult to get back to an older version. There are three basic areas where criminals can eavesdrop on your files: while the files are still on your computer, as the files sync between your devices and Dropbox server, and once the files are at rest on that server. Now, we've dealt with protecting information on your computer in other episodes of Sileo on security, and Dropbox already does a good job of securing your data in transit. So we're going to focus on risk number 3, once the files are at rest on Dropbox's server. You see, once they are there, anyone who has your passcode has access to your files, including a rogue employee at Dropbox who wants your secret barbecue recipe, a hacker looking for your Excel file full of passwords, or law enforcement who can subpoena your files and Dropbox will hand them over. In other words, you can only trust the security of your data as much as you trust Dropbox to protect it. I prefer to take security into my own hands. So unless you only want to store non-sensitive, non-private files in your Dropbox, which is a great option, by the way, your 1-minute mission is to implement these 6 steps. Okay, it might take longer than a minute. Never store the most sensitive types of information on Dropbox in the first place, including passwords, social security numbers, bank account numbers, or vital medical, financial, or personal information. Create a unique password longer than 15 alphanumeric characters to log in to your Dropbox. Enable 2-step verification so that hackers who get your password but don't have your phone can't access the files. Regularly unlink any old users, outdated devices, connected apps, and browser sessions in the Members section of Dropbox Online. The fewer windows into your Dropbox files, the fewer access points for a criminal to break in. Set up email notifications so that you're alerted if a new user has been added, a new device has logged in, or a large number of files are being deleted or transferred. For extra protection, or if you're storing super sensitive files, use a third-party encryption program like Boxcryptor so that your files can't be accessed by anyone at Dropbox. Just be sure you don't lose the password to unlock the encryption, because your files will be gone forever. Listen, I'm a big fan of convenient services like Dropbox that let me work from anywhere in the world, whether it's a few feet away on my smartphone or 1,000 miles away on a speech. But don't let the convenience cloud your judgment. Take the steps we've talked about to protect your privacy. For Sileo on Security, I'm John Sileo.